Aquarius, Pisces, to your mid-month reading for March. Hope you friends are doing great out there. Welcome back, all subscribers, and anyone new to my channel, welcome, welcome. If you friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, friends, let's see what's going on with you. And mid-month, your month is going wonderful, wonderful. Okay. Okay, friends, getting straight in this. It's what you're thinking, feeling, or the energy surrounding you. Aqua Pisces. Message for Aqua Pisces, please. This message for Aqua Pisces. There it is, my friends. Diversity. Ooh. It's a nice card. Having the diversity coming out. That's a great card. I'm going to put these cards here. Hold this mat down a little bit. This thing wants to move all over the place. Okay. So, clarifying on the diversity before we jump into that card. Let's see what's going on in your energy over here. This card's not only going to clarify on the diversity, but the entire reading. Triumph. Oh, it's a little bit big. Having the victory and the triumph, feeling like you want the victory or the triumph, or feeling like you are. Either way, it's a good card. So with the diversity, it's talking about the knowing, and it's scrolls too. So there's something that you're learning, right? With the scrolls, having that learning, feeling like you've learned something. Feeling like new things and new places and learning new subjects, breaking out into different directions. You might meet new people. Maybe you've met someone. Maybe someone's taught you something. But don't worry about scattering your energy too thin, okay? Just keep your energy, you know, where it's supposed to be. So if you're manifesting a lot of things, just try to break it down to only, you know, the one major piece at a time, right? You don't want to scatter yourself too much. So if you're trying to manifest this new car plus this, plus that, try to think about the most important piece first, so you're not breaking out and making lines and manifestations too thin, right? Because you're breaking energy too much. Okay, so just make sure that you have that where it's nice and thick energy, right? Nice, sticky, thick energy. That way you get to the things that you need. You know, if you want to use the stepping stone. So if, you know, I'm manifesting saving this money and manifesting making this money at the same time. So if it's all manifesting to save and make, you could even manifest to work more, hoping that the boss gives you more hours, things of that nature, right? And that's not spreading that energy. That's actually making that energy into a line to get towards that goal of saving that money, right? So that makes total sense because it's all on the same energy line. But if you start spreading it and branching it out to, well, I want love too. And I'm really going to give a lot of energy to this love, but I also want all this work, and I want this car, and I want this say. You see what I'm saying? All of a sudden that energy is scattered everywhere, right? One thing at a time, my friends. Okay. And that doesn't mean you can't think about, you know, meeting that new person, or, you know, having that love. It's just careful what you're over energizing, right? You don't want to over energize something. One thing at a time, one thing at a time, or, you know, maybe a couple little things, right? But make sure that they're kind of in a row, right? Trying to keep those clustered together, I guess is the good word to use. So, but with the diversity, you may have met someone, for some of you, I do feel that, and they might have taught you something. Did you have a karmic relationship also that may have taught you something? I learned something from this relationship, whether it was good or bad. We may not be together anymore, but it was a lesson learned, right? Okay. So getting straight into the situation. situation is the present, the recent past, and the near future. Okay, present, please. Clarifying on the present. Recent past and the near future, please. I can. So saying I can get to my victories. I can learn something from this. I can have my manifestations because I've learned how to do things. It just feels like there's something very much learned, right? In the recent past, it's fertility in reverse. Not having the prosperity is not having that certain kind of abundance or whatever it was you were looking for, with the fertility upside down. And in the near future, oh, it just fell right out. There we go. The waiting game. Say you will be in sort of a waiting game. I know everybody hates that card because nobody really wants to wait. Or they've been saying, I always hear everybody say, because I've been waiting already so long. I hate that. You're telling me I have to wait more. I know. Okay, so more than likely you do have to wait. Perfect timing, making sure your energies form into this big ball right before it gives you something. Fertility. Going straight into the recent past over here, my friends, on the fertility upside down, feeling like you don't have whatever abundance that you should have had, feeling like the love wasn't there, whatever it was for you. Abundance and prosperities come in many forms, right? 10 of Wands, whatever it was not there, and it was more of a burden. Clarify on the 10 of Wands. 4 of Swords. 10 of Coins. Well, the 4 of Swords is like just rest. You need to rest and relax. There's that scattered energy that I'm kind of feeling too. You just need to rest. You need to relax. You need some downtime, whether it's just mentally or actually getting sleep. There could be some insomnia involved for some of you. And it just feels like you really just do need to just kind of chill, relax, and get yourself back into a better frame of mind in the past. Okay. For your 10 of Coins, which is your prosperities. You have this like almost over determination to get to this prosperity, which it did not work. Either you were determined to make something work and you were caused anxiety trying to get to the 10 of Coins. It feels like you just really wanted this to work however it was going to work. But in the end, what it ended up doing, my friends, is overburdening you. It started making your energy scatter. I'm just, I see this energy. It's like pulling you in all different directions. Let's clarify on the 4 of Swords. I feel this being pulled in all these different directions and you needed to just rest. Yeah, the Hermit, kind of withdrawn all over the place. You just need to actually just withdraw and just relax, right? And that's pretty much what it feels like you did. And it just feels like, oh, that was it. Maybe even depression state for some of you even came in and you started resting too much. There is a such thing as resting too much. When you're cold, withdrawn, hiding out, hermiting, because you don't have any vitality, it can actually suck the energy right out of you, especially when you're overburdened and working so hard to get somewhere. It causes depression to the point to where all I do is sleep. I sleep a lot, right? I sleep a lot because I don't have to face the day if I'm asleep. And that's really what it is. That's what it is. I don't have to face the day or face the anything. The hurts, the pains, the nothing. If I'm sleeping, nothing's affecting me. Time goes by fast and I just go through each day, sleeping a lot. Worn out, tired, yes. It takes away the challenge. You don't have to be in challenge if you're asleep. So it feels like there was a lot of rest for a lot of you. The burdens were too high. I was depressed. I slept a lot. And this way I didn't have to worry about the challenges ahead. It was kind of like, if I don't see it, then I'm ignoring it. And depression causes also, you know, loss of vitality. So it makes you tired. But yes, there's this big but coming out. This is where I love it, because over here you felt that this was the way you were going to win victory, by ignoring the situation. Now, how did we get to the diversity? How did we get to the beautiful diversity over here? The King of Swords and the Chariot. Having the clarity to understand that you're not moving anywhere. Having the clarity and the understanding that this is bringing me nowhere. This is doing nothing. All I'm doing is having failure to meet any kind of responsibilities. I'm not facing reality. I'm, you know, you've seen this. Having the clarity and the understanding that this is what happened. If I don't get up, if I don't do the things I'm going to do, then how am I going to get through this? How am I going to have conquered this with the triumph here? So having this clarity, it's like, just feels like one day, I just started thinking. It became clear to me. Now, was this from this new friend? Who knows? Right? But one day I had this idea and the clarity to know I'm not doing anything for myself. I'm sleeping the days away. I'm missing days. It's not helping. So you woke up, no matter how you want to see it, right? You have the solar plexus over here and you have this intention. Now you have the clarity. Now you can see. Now you have the intention. Now you're saying, I can do it. With the diversity, with the understanding. I have goals that I want. I have things that I want to do. And this is where it's like, all of a sudden, be careful how you're, you know, don't stretch out that energy too thin, right? Because you know that you have the intention. The intention is that manifesting. It's getting to what you want. It's to get to those goals. I've woken up. I can see things differently. Allow yourself to try new things, go to new places, learn new subjects. I've learned things. Don't worry about that. You have the consideration of knowing deep within yourself, I want something. I can do it. Very nice. But you do have the Ace of Swords coming up in reverse. That's that mental again. So be careful of your mental with the moon. Do not allow yourself, Aquarius, Pisces, to get yourself. Now, you have this mental with this moon. This moon is a water card. This is a Piscean card. Right? Now, you have Aquarius, Pisces, in your energy. You do not want to start. Remember what this card says. Also, pulling yourself places where it's unrealistic, right? You don't want to do that either. Because if you start doing that and pulling yourself, it's unrealistic to have goals that are, I'm going to manifest this and this and this and this. It's almost like you woke up and you're going to manifest like everything in the world. It's unrealistic. It's unrealistic because you're going to pull that energy so thin, my friends, that it's going to be a cobweb. You know, at least keep it thick like a spider web, right? Spider webs are hard to break, but a cobweb is very, you know, dust bunnies. You're pulling it so thin that they're dust bunnies. Those things are easy and they just, you know, break all over the place. Remember, whatever is unrealistic, there's a lot of pieces that are realistic that you can bring into manifestation. You have the abilities. You have the abilities to bring dreams into reality because you have that piece of Pisces with you. But the problem is that you're kind of a little unrealistic on certain areas. Okay, so just be careful of that. And maybe it's unrealistic timing as well. Maybe you expect this, and that's the reason I'm saying that too, is I just seen this, the waiting game. Maybe the unrealistic piece to this whole puzzle, my friends, is the timing. Maybe you're thinking that this is going to happen if I start manifesting this now, and I put my intention out there to what I want and the path that I know I can do, I will have this in such and such a time period, and you're sticking to that. And it's pretty much saying that's unrealistic. That is an illusion. That is not true. That is not going to happen. You're going to have to wait. The Eight of Coins, which is going to then bring you into the Eight of Swords. Why? Because you're going to have this this understanding, because see, where you were thinking clearly, all of a sudden you went back with the Ace of Swords upside down, because you're not seeing it come to you exactly when you want it to come to you in the present. Why do I feel like you try to manifest this within a week? It's coming up really in the present. Did you give yourself a limit to something that you thought would be very easy and that should only take a week to do? It didn't happen. You know it didn't happen. Eight of Coins upside down put you back into the Eight of Swords, put you right back into a mental trap, trapped you in a bubble. It's self-destruction. It's almost like you made your own obstacle by giving that an unrealistic time period. Because you're looking for the Ace of Coins, you're looking for this overall prosperity, you're looking for this beginning, you're looking for this victory. Clarifying on the Ace of Coins. Yeah, you're just going to have to go back into beautiful star card Aquarian energy coming out. So now you've got the beautiful moon over here, which is Piscean energy coming out as a major arcana, but it's upside down. That's the problem, right? But now you have to go back to dreams. Dream, 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 dream. Why? Because to get to your Ace of Coins, you're going to have to go and refigure this out. You know you can do it. You have the chakra open. It's almost like you just overdid it. So now you're going back for the hopes and the dreams again. Going to try to get out of the Eight of Swords. Trying to figure out where you messed this up. The waiting game. The Page of Coins upside down. The Knight of Wands upside down with the Three of Coins upside down. Yeah, you're going to have to wait, because if you are waiting for someone with the Page of Coins, if you are waiting for someone, you're going to have to wait a little bit longer, because it's not ready. They're not ready. The things are not ready for this to happen. It's obvious facts. This is telling you, this is the obvious facts are you have to wait. This is obvious. Obvious that you're in a waiting game. And if it's a person, it's obvious they might be in a waiting game as well. They need to get their stuff together. But it would be the failure to recognize why you're in a waiting game. Because of what? Illogical thinking. And that's okay. Just don't allow it to make you rebellious, trying to fight for it too much, right? Don't allow that rebellion to come in. With the Knight of Wands upside down. The Knight of Wands, hey, you know what? And the Knight of Wands with the Three of Coins. It's not that this person doesn't see you passionately. It's not that they're not recognizing you. It's just that the timing is not recognizing you. Okay? And yes, it could be because if you're trying to manifest money, maybe you have, money problems. Could be a huge possibility. You want this to happen because maybe you're down and out. You need money now. Okay? But the way it was done, it's like the universe kind of said, it's kind of done a little sloppy because, and unrealistic, because you were trying to do this, you're trying to do that. With the Knight of Wands, you need to give it more passion. You need to see things for the way that things really are. And if you're waiting on this person, you have to see it from their point of view of why they can't get to you, why they are doing this, why they're doing that, because they have their own problems. Maybe they have their own money problems. Maybe they can't make it. And maybe you don't have the coinage to give to them to get on that bus to get to you. So there's all these underlining factors, right? So this is kind of like the discord. It's an interruption to your what you're manifesting, your intention. So it's going to give it a break. So now you're in the waiting game. Clarifying. Wow. Okay, there comes a perfect timing with the Temperance. Beautiful major arcana coming out, but there is a tower over here upside down. But this tower is just telling you that things are kind of not going the way you want them to go. You might feel like back to the drawing board. Excuse me, friends. Throat's getting dry. You might feel like it's back to the drawing board. But that's just because you're getting impatient. There's this impatience going on with the Two of Coins upside down. I'm feeling impatient. I don't understand why this is not going this way. Patience, my friends. Patience. Patience and harmony. Make this more harmonious. Understand that there is the greatest timing for everything. Think to yourself and go back to thinking clearly like you were in the past of how you got here. You were thinking so clearly, but then you allowed that to just get crazy, right? So remember your harmony and keep within your harmony and have the understanding the Temperance is telling you to understand that things don't always go the way we 100% want them to go, because like I said, if you're dealing with other energies around you, like people and places and work, we have to wait for those energies to connect to our own energy. So therefore, the only way we can do this is to allow everything to build. It's like building a web. They have to have this piece go to this piece to web off this piece to this piece. And then all of a sudden you have this center piece where everything is webbing off. Okay, so at this time you might be feeling like you're having this tower, nothing is going the way you want it to go. And then you have the impatience, the not seeing things clear the way that you're seeing things, feeling imbalanced. You might even be bringing up drama within your own self. Giving yourself drama. Temperamental, being a little temperamental with yourself. Okay? Because you're waiting for this change. And this feels like this is the inability to have what I want to change into my favor. So now it feels like you're still continue to be either imprisoned within this, oppressed by the situation. It's not going the way I want it to go, right? But the universe says, keep within your own harmony. Wait for the perfect timing. Keep yourself balanced. Remember, good things happen within time. Keeping your energies nice and beautiful. Yes, for the Ace of Cups. For the things that you desire and the things that you want. Everything just has a perfect timing and everything has to build. Wait, it looks beautiful. I'm going to grab a couple of cards for you because I know that there's a lot of money over here, a lot of money, a lot of work, a lot of career, and love. So, see it all. See it all. You're on the right path. Keep doing what you're doing because it's working, but it's not working. Now look, this is going to be, yes, I'm going to contradict myself. I'm actually going to contradict this card. I literally am. Because what it is that you're doing is you are doing the right thing, but you're also doing the wrong thing. So I love that the Spirit is saying you're on the right path because why? Because you are using your clarity in a lot of ways, but you're also doing things wrong. So I'm going to contradict this card because I am hearing from Spirit, You are on the right path when it comes to emotions and where you're going and where you want to go. The way you're doing it has to change so that way you can do it on the right path. Does that make sense? I want you, like I said, to be this person. This is the Aquarius, the overall Aquarian card. The logical thinking and understanding of the Temperance for the perfect timing. I think these two cards are the most important cards of the whole deck. That's in this whole reading. Because you have the idea, you know what the intention is. So on the right path is definitely the intention, but how you're doing it is spreading yourself too thin. I know. But I do like that they're telling you this because they want you to get to the Ace of Cups. They want you to be where you want to be and get what you want. Options. Consider the career possibilities that are open to you with the intention. That's nice. A lot of you are going through a career change. Strength. Everything you've experienced in life has made you strong and courageous. Keep that strength above, you know, I don't know why I want to say above you. I don't really know what that means, but I just heard that. I don't know why. Like I said, sometimes weird things pop out of my mouth, but keep it above you. Keep the strength above you. Maybe it's angelic. Keep the strength above you. Keep the faith. When you're not feeling good, you listen to music. Music always helps. Yeah. Just keep going on your intention. Okay. Just remember, don't pull yourself too thin and wait for the perfect timing. I think you guys got this, okay? Because otherwise, Spirit, like Spirit says, you're on the right path. Let's just tweak it a little bit. It needs tweaking. That's all it is. Okay? And until next time, my friends, peace and love.